Hello, how you doing? My name is JSmith, and I am the president of New York Metro Area Postal Union. Happy New Year to everyone. Hope that you have a joyous and blessed 2014. I want to talk to you today on this video post, and we will be having these video posts on a regular basis to keep you updated on what's going on in New York Metro, but mostly what's going on with the Postal Service as a whole. One of my greatest concerns for the members of New York Metro is membership has its privileges. It's too many people that walk around and they seem to be proud of not being members. They seem to be proud of being freeloaders. And they do not realize that all the privileges that they have today have been gained through a lot of sacrifice. And a lot of the older members made sacrifices, and some of those retired members made sacrifices so we can have the rights that we have today. One of the things that we do not take into account is back in September 11, when those planes hit the World Trade Center, a lot of people had to be moved out of the Church Street station. But not one person that worked in that station missed a car note, missed a mortgage, missed any bills that they had to pay. Why? Because this lousy contract that a lot of people complain about said that they had to keep the postal workers gainfully employed. We fight every day, not for what you think, not for how you feel, but what that contract requires management to do. And we take that job to be very serious. But you have to understand that you are the union. I am just a representative of you, and I cannot be any stronger than you allow me to be. So I need you to be a part of this fight. I need you to get involved. I need you to take it personal when there's a non-member working next to you, because no non-member has ever given back their raise. No non-member has ever given back their COLA increases. No non-member has ever turned down their health benefits. And all these were gained through sacrifice of many years, going through many battles, standing on many picket lines from older postal workers, retired postal workers that give us the rights that we have today. Why should you belong? You should belong because we are much stronger when we stand together. We cannot feed into management's nonsense of continuously trying to divide us. By dividing us, they make us weak. When there is a rally to protect your job, it's important that you be there. A lot of people have a bad impression of the union, and they think that the union is supposed to create miracles, or they think that the union is supposed to be perfect. How many come from a perfect household? How many have a perfect marriage? It's unrealistic. So why, if you don't have those expectations in your personal life, why would you have those expectations in your professional life? It just doesn't make sense. Some of the things that we're dealing with and the priorities of this union is not to file grievances. We will file grievances, but grievances should be a last resort. My purpose of the union is to protect and create work. Too many members think that the union job is to fight to get them overtime. No, the union's job is to create and protect jobs. And we have what's called a PSC workforce. That's Postal Support Employees. And they are not regular members, but they deserve the right to be regular members because we negotiated them in the contract to be the future of the Postal Service. If you look around at the youngest regular that you have in the Postal Service, most of them have 10 or 15 years on the job. Then where is the future of the Postal Service if we do not get these PSCs converted? It is our responsibility and our job to give the PSCs the same thing that we were offered when we came along. An opportunity at a life, an opportunity at a career, an opportunity to take care of their families. They want nothing more. It's not that their fault. They're not trying to take our job. But by converting them, we are protecting our jobs. Because what we are doing is we are not only delivering protection for our jobs, but we are delivering a service to the American people. We deliver. That is our motto. We deliver on our promises to come to work every day. That is our responsibility. To come to work and do the best job that we can do. That is our responsibility. We do not want to send a message that we want to get something for nothing. We want to give the American people what was constitutionally promised to them. We want to get their mail to them no matter where they live. That is a creed that we take very seriously and is very important. I have never been so proud that when Sandy hit, there was still people showing up at the post office, willing to work in the dark if they had to make sure the American people got their mail. This is the message that we have to send to the American people, that we are a proud workforce, and we are willing and ready to do whatever we have to do. We are postal workers that work very hard. And we are postal workers that are not lazy. And we are postal workers that have earned everything we got. No one has given us anything. And we're not asking for any handouts. We're asking for postal management to be fair in their demands, not only of us, but of the American people. The last thing that I would like to say is that we need to pay attention to the legislation that's going along in Congress and the House of Representatives. This legislation is very dangerous to the postal worker, because a lot of this legislation is an attempt to destroy us, to close and consolidate facilities. There's also legislation where they're trying to create a 5-day delivery. They're trying to change the delivery standards. What used to have to get there next day has 2 days, and what used to have to get there 2 days has 3 days. And it's an unfair service that they're giving to the American public. It's no sense that you should have your mail carriers out on the route 9, 10 o'clock at night where it's not safe delivering packages. It makes no sense that when you walk into a post office that has 8 windows, they only have 2 window clerks. And a lot of the public gets upset at the worker when they're not getting upset at management who is poorly staffed in these facilities. These are things that we fight for every day, but we must fight this fight together. Until my next video address and my next opportunity to talk to you, I'm wishing you God's peace and blessings. Later.